Welcome to GLL Season 9, and most importantly, welcome to the first ever Pro Wingman Series. That is really, really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in terms of the skill that comes out. Obviously, you know, we saw the opens yesterday.
They were pretty good.
And that was pretty insane.
Yeah.
I mean, the one shot that sticks in my head is that BenQ shot with the M24.
I think it's one of those where he could go back and try and do that again. Probably, realistically, 1,000 times, and maybe hit it once or twice more.
Yeah. I think that's probably right. That's probably correct.
If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's probably the most viewed clip over the last 24 hours on the GLL channel. So go see it. That was pretty impressive. Pretty flick, quick scope. M24 at 100 meters on a jumping target.
Yeah. I think he just sort of went into shoot the shot, then switched. I don't know.
Just instinct, you know, pure and raw instinct, and that's what you're gonna need because it's gonna be all about Sanok today. And well, we all know, as you said just before, these pro players, they have nutty aims, but now it's duos. We're taking a lot of them out of their comfort zone, and let's see exactly what it's gonna look like with the schedule to come. There you go. As you can see, we have Sanok all day today. Next day, 1st of December, it's going to be all about Miramar. And then we're going to finish off the group stage just the 5th of December, going into the Christmas month over on Erangel. And the finals, 7th and 8th, are going to be a good old mix between the three of them.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have an interesting day today, though. Obviously, Sanok, as you said, all 6 matches on Sanok. Lots of jungle play.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Unless they're all opting for boats. We saw a couple of teams up for boats yesterday at different occasions. Some of them succeeded, some of them not so much. And one thing that I did see yesterday that I hope we won't see today, first game, nobody went Ruins and nobody went Boot Camp. And then all of a sudden people, I guess, they started getting more comfortable and whatnot and started going there. That's interesting. But now, of course, look at the pro prize pool here. It's not just a for fun off-season type tournament. No, there is a hell of a lot of money involved.
I think this is actually double what the Open gets as well. So that's, you know, that there is everything to play for here. And you know, if you're in this, you got to make it happen. You're gonna get into that top 16.
$1,000 split between 2 people. No coaches, no managers. I mean, of course, I don't know. Maybe somebody get coaches and managers. I wouldn't assume that duos get coaches and analysts, but you never know. How I mean, when there's this much money on the line, you might as well go say, "Can you analyze our games while we play this tournament?" Because we kind of want to win those $20,000.
yeah. I mean, that's a big old.
That is a lot of money. And then, of course, you can see here as well what they have implemented with this season is the league-winning pro for the pro players. Here, 3,001, 1,500 and 500. That is normally, you kind of, and I say just, but you had to just make your way into the finals. That was where money was on the line. And then the teams that were already in the top kind of said, nah, don't really have to try that hard. We already kind of guaranteed. Here, now the format is different, so they guarantee you a prize pool for just qualifying for the top 3 teams.
It's pretty nuts. We have the point system here as well. Obviously, down to 12th place. Goes the points. 13th gets you nothing, absolutely nothing. And when you saw that yesterday, very brutal. There was a few solos alive, and then a few duos, and you still got 0 points, even though you got into sort of the later game. You know, it's
let me put it this way: the teams that were good at getting kills, or the teams that were good at getting placements but not get kills, they were miles behind the teams that were good at getting kills but not getting placements.
Yeah,
like they
I think that
go
makes
for
sense
kills.
in my head.
Yeah, just go for kills, because if the placements alone in a tournament format like this just won't get you anywhere near the top.
No. I mean, yeah, for sure not. It's essentially you've got to try and hunt for those kills. If you can't get into the circle, you've got to go for them. There's no, if the circle on Sanok shifts over towards the north, the northwestern island, and you can't get over there over the water, you've got to go for those kills on the other side. It's and then I don't know, try and get in or die. Yeah,
that's essentially what we have to play with. And speaking of which, normally, when we watch Sanok games, the Eastern Island is so massive, you'd think that the majority of circles would go there. But yesterday, we only had 1 out of 6 games actually end on the Eastern Island. We had 4 go down towards the southwest, and 1 end up at that brutal northwestern island with the mountain in the middle. So who knows? Maybe that's a sign for today that all the games will go there too, or maybe they'll just all go quarry, because that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. Yeah, those I call them N47 circles. Yeah,
and there's N47 players here as well. So who knows? True. Maybe they'll magnet them over towards the quarry. And also kind of interesting to see now that we have seen so many of the players playing today in this format, on these maps before, if they will try and jump similar spots to where they do in their regular squad tournaments?
I imagine so. Yeah. I mean, you got some. We're just listening to the map stream screen here, and we got some. The lobby here. And I see. I see 2 of the M47 boys, some Razor Edge guys as well. So,
let's bring them up on the screen, shall we? Let's take a look at all the teams competing in today's tournaments. Of course, the team names here can be a little difficult to figure because some of them do get very creative with the names. But we have Team Liquid, we have Reciprocity Duo, we have Instable Wildcats, G2 Duo. The DA, Desperados, Croak. I mean, I could keep going. This is an absurdly stacked lobby. The way that I've been told that it's been worked out is that they've invited 32 players, so 1 player from each team, and then that player gets to pick a player they want to play with.
Yeah. I mean, and like that. It would make sense if they brought in their own teammate, from their own team. Obviously depending on the availability of them. But
exactly.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of stacked duos with their own teammates.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Also for the guys that it's gonna be a good change of scenery, even though it's the same map. So technically the scenery is the same. It's a different format to the tournament, different way of playing the game. Now for a whole year and even more than that, they've been so tunneled on their squad tournaments, their pro leagues and all that. Now they get to maybe loosen those chains a little bit and go have some fun with, bear in mind, a hell of a lot of money involved.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's quite funny, isn't it? Yeah, we'll definitely see how this one plays out. I'm curious to see what the M47 boys do, though. I'm excited to see them play.
Why them?
Because I cast them.
I know you cast their team.
Yeah,
I did that one time too. And we were both there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Thanks for remembering. Hey, that's nice of you. Does that mean we're biased casters today? I'm not.
So.
You are?
No, I'm not. No. It's fine. Don't worry.
Can't be biased casters. What is this? No. I mean, I'm all about good PUBG. And I think even though it's sandlog and people say it's chaotic, even yesterday in games where you thought, oh my god, this is going to be a cluster, everything's going to go wrong, there were still teams that kind of managed to find not the calm in the chaos, but the order within the chaos, like managed to find ways to get kills, stay alive, most importantly as well, and kind of always stay aware of the surroundings.
I think that's always because you see these teams with compounds sort of on the edge of these hills and stuff. They like to sort of play the bottom of the hills with the compounds, and they move up in third party and they move back down to the compound. It's just like it's a strategy that works. Sometimes, obviously, it can go wrong, but I think that's one that works pretty well. And I think that's very viable in duos,
sure.
Specifically. Squads is good, but duos definitely works.
It's gonna be super exciting for sure, and also just because I feel like when we saw yesterday's games, and for those of you guys who didn't watch them, go back and watch them, and if not, then stick around because we have a full 14 days almost of PUBG on this channel every single day except for Friday the 6th of games coming to you. So if you know that you're not going to be doing anything at 7 o'clock, even if you are, you might want to reschedule those things until after the 9th of December because there's a lot of PUBG coming your way. But in any case, what I wanted to say with it was, from the first game yesterday, not only loot spots, but just in general, I feel like the pace of how teams played, of when they rotated, of how they kind of maneuvered around, gradually rose. So teams were starting to rotate earlier. They were starting to dare more. In the beginning, it was like, oh, we don't want to take that fight, and everyone got caught in the edges. In the last game, there were so many teams in the center. Yeah,
and I think that's also because teams are starting to realize that everyone's fighting on the edge. As we saw yesterday in the opens, there was so many fights towards the sort of the 5th circle. There was fights on the edge, all around the edge. People in the blue shooting from the blue. So if you kind of have a opportunity to send it into the center, into a compound, you're taking that one risk with that one fight with the 2v2. If you win that, you're pretty good chance to win the game. It's pretty solid. So it's a risk, but it's a game-winning risk, to be honest with you.
So the question is, what's better, especially with this high level of play? What is better, to try and get a center position where you might not get that much action, but you will find yourself within, let's just say, realistically, the top 6, or try and not go so much on the edge that it's suicidal, but remain kind of on the border, so you at least get some action and still have a way to maneuver your way in?
Well, I think that's the issue, right? Because if you were to take a sort of a center spot, you'd be the one third party, the people on the edge, right?
Yeah.
If you were proactive about it, and I said that yesterday, being proactive is something you want to be doing. Moving out your compound, pushing teams on the edge, and not exactly pushing and committing to a fight, but just picking off one player, then backing off, and then picking out, going out to another team and picking a fight with them, and then coming back, and It's it's like I call it a poke sort of mechanic. We just poke out in different areas. Yeah, exactly. You get like one kill and then come back, and that works out.
Also, when you play squads, just for the reason that we like to compare this to squads is that first of all, that's kind of the format that's been laid down as the competitive format across PUBG, and second of all, it's for both for you viewers and most likely also, if not all, and most of the players here, then that's where they usually play. And if you let's say boop a team and you reduce them from 4 to 3, yes, they have 25% fewer players, but they can still be a really big threat to you even with 3 alive. Whereas if you get a duo down to just one guy left alive, it doesn't have to, but for the most part, that changes up the playstyle of that team completely when they just had solo players remaining.
Yeah, they just go into snake mode essentially.
For the most part, at least.
After that, and I mean I think it's kind of a.
Is that going to happen today though?
I don't know.
With these guys, do they want a snake?
I mean,
you think so?
I think we saw it yesterday where there was a few solo players actually actively going for kills and
for sure.
Like moving around their side of the circle and trying to clear their give them some space on the circle, on the edge. And I think we might see a lot more of it today. But then again, you might also see some players just sort of regress into that snake mode where they're just like, nope, I'm going to prone here in this rock. At the rock, not in the rock. That's cheating.
Don't hide in the rock. That would be strange. No, the reason I'm saying it is because we have this is only going to be 1/3 of the maps, or 1/3 of the games. I mean, and 1/3 of the maps. But do you think? I'm just thinking teams are so not used to, but teams are so comfortable on Erangel and Miramar, both in duo, squad, solo, you name it, that Senna could be the kind of okay, we might die a lot here, but this is the game where we just try and harvest.
Yeah.
This is the game where we go lights out and just send it to try and get kills, and then if we think things went bad, we can play according to our score on Sanok on our following Miramar and Erangel games.
Yeah, I think you probably right there. Yeah, I think you probably could just go all out on these games and try and just get as many points as you can. If it doesn't work, then you've got Sanok and Miramar Miramar and Erangel to fall back on. I think
we'll have to wait and see how it's going to happen. Fortunately, not for too long because the plane is already in the air. Game 1 of 18, and for those of you guys who don't know, half of these teams will be making it to the finals, going up against the CIS and Turkey Pro League. Pro Wingman Series 9 that's going on over there, and that's of course going to be in the start of December. So there's a lot to play for. Not only do you want to get into the actual money out of the group stage, coming into the top 3, but you also do for sure want to make your way into the top half and to proceed to the finals. And right now I'm seeing Ibiza, and I think I'm seeing James as well go down towards boot camp. That's nothing new under the sun there.
Yeah, it looks like Rafi's trying to get a piece of it.
Yeah,
they're
well. Saying hello.
Sure. Yeah, I think Rails is coming through as well.
I mean, you can do boot campus too.
Yeah, you
Question is whether Evie and James want to share it.
I don't think they do. It looks like Rafi and Rails going for the northern side, the warehouses. They know they're there. Ibiza's just trying to find a gun.
This should be shareable. This is shareable. I mean, with how they just landed, it's easily shareable.
But I think what you'll see now is that Ibiza and James essentially try and just deny any space at all from Reels and Rafi, so they have hardly any loot, hardly any space, and it's gonna be rough.
Could be. We'll have to wait and see. It's Chris. It's in there. He's on the Cake team going up against Rip and Smash. And, well, I mean, they're right next door to one another in Kampong. UMP, not the weapon of choice, but I guess if there's alternative as a pistol, then it's decent.
it's got very low recoil, so
that is true.
I mean, straight out the box, it's got super low recoil, so you can pretty much laser someone from 100 meters. I'd say it's a pretty solid
circle.
Yeah,
we might be going down to that southwestern island again. I mean, this is we had 3 of these. Oh, I think Mervarius is he's in another dimension right now.
You get like a Area 51 sort of theme tune here. Yeah, that one.
He's on an adventure.
Yeah.
Hasn't the new season of Rick and Morty just gone out? He's joined one of those adventures, and he's in another world right now. Silas, Gaxi, they might get a free kill before Mithralius eventually goes into the river and drowns himself. Hopefully that won't happen. We'll keep you guys updated. Oh, now he's completely gone. He's went incognito mode, and that's the feeling he's having right now. I'm sure Mithralius is sitting like that and going, or maybe just stressing, trying to reconnect. Fast Rail goes down. Chris down as well. Shiv and Monkey. First 2 kills of the tournament on their regard, and that's going to be team out and eliminated. And as I saw earlier, there were 2 teams not on the list here. So either it's them just not being there today, or maybe we've dropped down to a 30 or 29 team total in the tournament. I hope that's not the case, though.
I don't know, yeah, but I mean, the two French monsters coming out strong in this game. Solid stuff. I think they just got pushed on, and I mean, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but here we go. Nade's coming out from Micah though. Smash is already down. Rip. Oh, Chris gets the flush as well. So Rip has got some work to do.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is. This ain't gonna be an easy one. We have Chris holding the run, like holding out on the side, and then teammates trying to hold the angle close by. And Rip, how are you planning on getting out of this one live? You need to land some damn good headshots if you want to get out of here.
That nade is perfect. Bye-bye. Rip has ripped. Is that the right way of saying it?
He's resting in peace.
Yeah, he's resting in peace.
Yeah, maybe not peace. Maybe resting in frustration. But riff is not really a short for anything.
Nah.
Ival and Paige, they're making their way down towards what is now a solo player. Gaxi as well inside that compound alongside Silas, and then is pushing down there Mithralis. He's alive still. You can see he's alive, but not the best condition. Intense as well gone down, and Silas found her from afar.
Where was he going? Simsy's up on the hill here towards the northwest. Gaxi and Silas both go down with both of those kills. That's a big deal to go out pretty early.
That's huge when you think about the fact that his teammate was out. I mean, Mithralis is disconnected, right? And he just 1v2s them. So that's pretty fortunate. Always good to reconnect to a game like, wait, we got kills? Wait, when did that happen?
Yeah. Oh, points. Hey, nice one, man.
I almost did something.
But yeah, Paige and Ival,
they heard it.
They smell blood.
Yeah, they heard the shots fired, and you can see them not taking any chances. They want to know exactly. Both want building and probably also want side of the building he's in as well. They know they probably aren't the only team. That's why you can see Ival constantly spinning around. Whenever shots are fired and you think, ooh, let's go, you got to consider the fact that other people might have heard those shots too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Monkey and Shiv hearing Lipsin on his bike. I don't think they're going to try and challenge. It looks like they're going to back off. There's no real need to be honest with you, and I understand that. Looks like Lipsin and
Yeah.
They're going to post themselves up just south of boot camp.
Oh, that's a free one. Simsy gone down. Teeman went down as well. Chris is the one to find the kill. They've got 3 of themselves already. Flammenkuchen. Is that Flamey Kitchen in German?
Maybe. Flamey Kitchen. That sounds about right. Or cooking. Flame cooking. I don't know.
I don't know. It's close enough.
Yeah.
We know German.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're international people. We can do that. Udyr running forward with his teammate. A lot of... this is another thing that I like. I mean, now we saw multiple players from Reciprocity. We've seen multiple players from... Ooh, hold that thought. Iro and his teammate from Footballist making their way forward towards Rafi and Reels. How do they get out of here alive?
Yukai got the nade in the hand. There we go. Gets a knock. Reels down. Rafi, they're pushing in, or trying to at least. More nades come in. That's a flash, actually, surprisingly. Gets one. And the other.
Ooh.
5 HP.
Level 3 vest coming in handy for Rafi there and staying alive. And also, I like the fact that he went straight into the peak. I think he saw mid-air that it wasn't a nade, but it was a smoke or flashbang thrown. Yeah. So he knew that as long as he's on the, like, between whatever was thrown and the opponent, he won't be flashed or won't be inside a smoke or anything. And I don't think they were anticipating that he would re-peak it that fast. No, because one of them was cold running, and the other one just didn't land the shots needed to take him down.
100%. I totally agree with that. Derek, though, taking down Nalup. Talzera taking down Mithrain. And he's on 20 HP. His teammate obviously is knocked, as I said.
Oh, gotta get that flush.
Yeah.
Gotta get that flush.
Why not?
There's a chance that he could go down. And I like that. Oh my god, you're gonna kill my teammate? I'm gonna kill your teammate as well.
Like, take that.
Fair trade at 1 point. It's like synchronized fighting here. There's both. Oh my lord, that's a good headshot by Talzera.
That's a beautiful headshot. He's got to back away now. That means that Talzera can push. He has the advantage at the moment. Nade's coming out. He spotted him crossing over to the right side rock. That nade doesn't go far enough. Ooh, the shots come in, though. He does tag him up. They both tag each other up. The nade. When did he throw that?
When we were elsewhere.
Not watching.
Circle does go down southwest towards the, southwestern island. Squeaky gets found. That's what I want to say before. It's so fun to have multiple players from the same team play, because you would argue that maybe their playstyle would be similar. Tixu now able to spawn out BSD. Not able to find him, though. Does find his teammate in Genso, and oh my lord, he's down to practically 1 HP. BSD inside the house. Tries to vault out. Tixu ain't going to fall for that.
Wow, that's a big play. 1v2 there. Solid work. Gets the res as well. Squeaky comes back alive. And yeah, as you said, the circle has shifted southwest. Obviously, everyone that was banking on a northeastern shift towards the the main island have to now move. They have to go.
Yeah, they're not necessarily in a hurry. It's just the fact that not only do they probably have to cross a river, I mean, they will have to cross a river. There's just a lot of players up there, and you have to run side by side. And believe me, people will stop, people will start shooting, and that's going to delay everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And 47 trying to make somewhat of a move over to over the river, I guess. I think they've spotted Lipsin teammate going into Painan, so that's a no-go for them. And yeah, it looks like they're going to try and spot out this compound and just cross over from there. Meanwhile, we had Lost HD. Okay, so Lost HD playing with Mise. Obviously, Lost from the NPL.
Oh, yeah.
Coming over and playing with some Finnish friends. Obviously, Mise from Crow Crowd.
Recently attending PGC as well.
That is true. They did surprisingly well. I'm quite surprised by them.
I mean, a lot of these players were at PGC at one point or another.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, either watching or
playing.
Yeah.
Let's not go more into detail in terms of that, but it was a good tournament. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. very interesting to watch.
It was actually incredibly entertaining. And what's even more entertaining is what we get to see right here, because Mithralius, they actually pulled Derek at the same time. He spotted people, and this is again where other players might have been a little less trigger disciplined and would have started shooting when they saw a target with their back turned. But he knew, if I don't if I don't flush this guy really quick, I still have to run up to his teammate somewhere, and I don't know where he is. So get the info before he starts shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh,
wait, Mithralius is back, and now he's dead.
No.
I was like, why does this guy not have any weapons?
Yeah, that's what I was
But then I realized, that's Mithralius, and
that's unfortunate.
Well, he made it back in the game. That's something.
Yeah, but now he's just giving a free kill away to
might as well have drowned.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you might as well have just drowned, honestly. I mean, I don't think he can get him back up, but maybe we'll have to see. Ooh, that's some big shots. Trucky, he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that's that ain't going to be easy. Drug by himself. Troubadour is down to half HP, so maybe there's a play to be made. You can see Trifley ain't going to have it. He's just sending full speed forward.
Yeah, Trifley just trying to push up. Looks like Troubadour's sort of holding the pressure here whilst Trifley gets nice and close. Has an idea of where he is, spots him. Trucky backs away though, trying to sort of put some distance between him and Trifley. Gets the flush, so 2 kills on board.
Also interesting to see, yesterday we had a pretty good, I want to say, variation of SKSs, SLRs, QBUs and all that, but it seems like pretty much exclusively everyone is opted to go with the QBU here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the weapon of choice with the DMR when you want to play Sanhok for sure.
I think we saw the statistic during PGC how on Sanhok specifically, the do a combo of choice is M4 and QBU by like 60% of the players or something like that.
Poloderac 1v2 takes down Trifley and gets the other Troubadour down as well.
4 kills. Smithman's like, keep going, buddy, keep going.
Yeah. I'll just sit here
I did something.
He's eating some popcorn or something.
Yeah, that's chilling. Well, I mean, as long as you're getting them points. I don't even think 4 points on a game of... I mean, when you saw it yesterday, it was pretty much as if the entire bottom, I want to say bottom, like until top 10, 11, never got more than 1 or 2 kills in a game.
No, I think
so. So having 4 kills this early, I mean, now it goes down, but still it's a 4-kill game. I mean, it's, in all fairness, it ain't really that bad.
No, yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. You get 4,
given their circumstances. I mean,
exactly,
losing a player
you get
that
4
early.
points, and then you sort of can die and go get some food or whatever, and then come back for the next game. It's pretty chill, to be honest with you.
It is
pretty chill.
Probably would rather be alive, but yeah, you can get a little spare time to prep for the next game. Hopefully, fix whatever issues were causing the disconnections. Quick shooting down towards 60. But there's multiple teams in that compound. Wellman and Yord has been there for a while, and they're kind of sharing it with 60 and Reels. I'm not sure exactly how things are going to unfold from here. Also, seems to me like Stella has a new logo. unless if it's a Stella and a Yord logo that is made exclusively for this. And I see where they got the inspiration from.
Yeah, I see the inspiration. But yeah, nonetheless.
I see the inspiration.
Interesting. I like
it. Is interesting. It is pretty interesting.
Looks like a nice logo, to be fair.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, the circle has obviously shifted. This is the third circle. It shifts away from water, obviously, so perfectly shifting out all the water. So, well played to PUBG for doing that. That's nice.
Want to have that nasty H2O in play here. Misa does go down. Monkey found him shift now, shooting from the side. That's a sneaky peeky angle from Momo on the right, but Loss is right there. And Page actually takes down Monkey as well from afar. So that's going to be a little hell burn from Loss, but it lands some good shots to connect and take down the first player. Second one goes to N47. And now they're both dead. Goes for the flush points. And actually, he doesn't get the second.
No,
wasn't able to land the last. But that's, I mean, is that a too? Now he's gonna die too.
I think it was fairly greedy, but at the same time, I understand it. I get.
He had the headshot angle on towards Misa, and had he been able to just double tap that quicker and then focus over towards Lost, he probably could have had both of them. But it's not the one kill.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, I understand the play, but
and he's still alive, most importantly.
Yeah, exactly. So not too bad at all. He's in the blue though. He's gonna cross over with Ivan and Page with full vision on the cross as well. It's gonna be tough.
Circle centering up on the compound we saw with Molman and Yort just before, and now that forces a lot of players to have to continue making their way towards the center. Teksu and Squeaky out on the edge, and with Circle 4 popping, this is like one of the bigger damage differences in terms of the circle, where we go from 1 to 4 or 3 damage per tick. So not you just don't want to be out in the blue anymore.
Yeah, more than doubles the damage. So it's super tough to heal through it. Super tough to even get like a res through it as well.
You can't.
No,
I mean, yes, you can if he's on the edge and he can run in before 2 ticks of damage hits him, or 3. But you won't be able to get first days off. You can't do that whole resting in the blue thing.
Yeah, I just noticed his name. I think that's Nellos right there. There's 30-second at PGC. Feels bad, man. I just had to point it out. I mean, it's creative, I suppose, right? But
it was pretty creative.
Feels bad. Oh, there we go. Micah Ivor goes down. They're trying to get that pine down, and they're facing some issues. Micah, the solo player, actually, gets his third kill of the game. Page. I mean, actually, no, he's coming back. I thought he was gonna peace out.
There's no way he's gonna let his teammate go down without a fight.
Yeah, no, Page isn't like that. That's not his style.
Oh, he knows. Did he see him in the tree? I think he might have seen him. Maybe. And then want to flank further around. But I think Micah heard him, or... Yeah, he has an idea of where he is for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, also with the blue closing in, there's only so many places he can be.
That is very true.
Oh, the flanker's going to get flanked.
He spots him?
You must have seen him now, right?
Yep. There we go. Got
a reload.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't got any bullets, mate.
He doesn't. Oh, there
we go. Crisis averted, that's for sure.
That could have been a awkward. For those of you guys, by the way, who think I'm not casting with Haze, if you're used to hearing him, he has a sore throat, so he sounds like a different person. It's pretty interesting.
I sound like an actual man now. It's kind of cool.
Became a man overnight. That's impressive. Yeah. Yep.
But Chucky though goes down, racks with that one, and Page wants the third pie. The hell out of that. Ooh. Wow. Okay, the third pie comes in, and he definitely delivers. Rax and Mommy go down.
That is a committed spray, and it worked out. Does get tagged a bit now, James and Evie. They haven't really been too aggressive in the game so far, but they have found opponents right next door. Reels immediately taken down. That's going to be the first kill for them. Page went down just moments later as well. Micah is going to be able to find him. And now Evie with the Vector. Probably, it's what we haven't really seen a whole lot of Vector action, but this is exactly where it worked. Oh, as I say that, he does go down. Unfortunately, didn't really prove my point. Fortunately, James was there to help.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen much of the Vector at all. I mean, it is kind of an SMG. I wouldn't say SMG meta, but it's like an SMG patch. They've been buffed massively.
I mean, if people are going to play SMGs, it would be in this patch.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thankfully they got the res though, because the G2 duo coming over, they want a piece of the pie.
Oh, good.
Big headshot to start that off. Ibiza with the peak as well. Does get some damage onto Giannis. Nellos now, or I mean. Yeah, it is Nellos, that's for sure. I know that. But
we can call him Nellos. I think we can call him Nellos.
He's going for the res.
That is greedy, and they have got us. They don't see it.
They have no idea he's pushed up closer. I think he's seen him. Yeah, he spotted. Yeah. He jump peeked it. Yeah, there we go.
And there you go, both down. Yanis and Nellis prevails. Now they have further to go, though. Everyone's here at them shooting, and well, maybe if they don't have to cross the road already, then they will most likely have to with the circle to come.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the play there. To be honest, to go straight for the res. I think it would have been best since they were so close to just try and go for the 1v2 at least. He's got some damage onto Yanis, so I don't know. It's interesting play. I mean, it could have worked out to be fair, but then they're stuck in a hole.
Desperado's trying to push around the top side as well. Nate's thrown forward. It's going to be both Cold and Quick down, and now Lipson finds Calvin. Great shots connected from him. Trying to see if he can get Ultra down as well. Nate's thrown forward, backs off a little bit. Spray is there, and the double kill come in as well.
Solid 3x spray with the QBZ. That's
a lot of QBs in this game.
I always get confused between QBU and QBZ. Well, the angles from Udyr, though, they do spot Lipson just on the edge. Gets away with 1 HP in the shot. They're in the circle, too, there as well.
Yeah,
so
they're chilling.
Yeah, they can just chill. They can just wait.
Everyone's actually inside the circle already. You see MBS over on the western side. They haven't really been too active this game either. And then Fex as a solo down south trying to make a living through this. But we only have 2 solos in all of this, given the interesting situation. We normally have a lot more solos. At least that's what we've been used to so far. But then maybe that means that these guys, not only are they used to playing the same teams in tournaments and whatnot, at least the most of them, but maybe they also just like are better at and value more the whole play literally as a wingman, like a play as a duo instead of trying to go out and do your own thing.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole the whole thing with this is as the wingman. So it only makes sense to be the perfect wingman and try and get the res as much as you can.
You get penalized if you stand around in the open like that for too long. I think Six has just realized that.
Yeah, I mean, with the hard cover, you can get the res instantly. There's no issue there, which is why they have the hard cover. It's smart. They can take those those shots, make those mistakes, and they're still okay from it.
Jan is trying to make the run down the hill. Mennox ain't gonna allow him to do that. Nels on the other side trying to cross the road and actually able to do so, it seems like, but he is miles out in the open, and despite a headshot connected, not down just yet.
There we go. Nuki steals it pretty much. So he takes the kill from Mortman's hand, and the Nick comes in. I mean,
he's sitting there in agony.
He got one more placement point at least. I
suppose. He did. That's something. But he's sitting on the chair. That's
perfect.
That's pretty impressive.
Sit down, Moleman.
Yeah, sit down, Moleman. You ain't going out of that house alive. Sane over the top, Udyr alongside him, and they know. I mean, it seems like they know that they have Lipson right around the corner. At least Udyr doesn't seem like he wants to move anywhere right now. But then again, he is sitting with a 6x shooting afar, so I don't think they actually necessarily are aware.
Yeah, I think Lipson's playing sort of a spoiler position. He doesn't want to really push too much. He doesn't want to make them aware. He's going for it though. Gets the spray in. Does get the kill and the flush. Lipson with no helmet though. He's got to watch out. One pop for headshot can knock him down.
Scary aggressive play, little one vest as well.
Yeah.
I like the idea though. I mean, he knew that he had fired a couple of bullets. Well, that's normally when you reload, and well, he caught him with the pants down essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Sigsy trying to hold out the NIP squad over here. I think you'll find the Spud guys. I think it's Fard, is it? I'm pretty sure it is. MBS goes down, flushed out, and there we go. Spud goes down to the circle. So
deny.
Yeah, denied points. Timmy doesn't know though. He has no idea.
He'll realize eventually.
I mean, I think he. Yeah.
They were the ones that killed the other guys.
Yeah, it happens, right? But nonetheless, he's just he's still trying to find him.
This is an interesting, I guess you can say, 9, 12, 3 o'clock split from the 3 duos, and then with Sane somewhat in the middle. And the funny thing is that 2 of these teams are in each their house, and they all have to leave. So Sane, Lipson might actually be in the best position right now.
You're right, yeah. So I mean, it looks like Lipson or it's is trying to get sort of a flanking enfilade position on where they come out from, and they have to move right now, otherwise they're going to get tagged with the blue, and that's not what you want. Sigs goes down. Lipson with the perfect 3x spray there. Expects a third party. That's very smart from Lipson. Shots come in through the smoke. Mennox down to about 20 HP.
Good night.
That's a need. That's a goner.
Not a whole lot you can do with the HEs on your feet. Nuki and Timmy, 4 kills so far. One of two duos left alive, trying to push up forward now. But this is where, I mean, this is where snakes just become so goddamn scary. Fake smokes, like the idea. A little trickery added to the pile of plays they have available.
Shane, I think he should hear these guys. So I think he's trying to make himself I guess aware of where everyone is.
There are smokes around though, so I mean they do muffle some footsteps, not all, but they do remove a certain layer of your audio or audible cues.
That is true. Shane drinking a Red Bull through his helmet. That's an interesting strategy.
I don't think this is his smokes either. I think this is all Timberman Lipson smokes actually thrown forward to try and prevent people from pushing down towards him, because the final circle is closing in. It's going to end pretty much right next to where Sane is. And, I mean, right on the tree between Sane and Nuki, essentially.
I think the smokes up top was just to prevent anyone pushing over and getting vision down the
towards them, yeah, exactly.
So I think that's quite a smart sort of play there.
Sane is in between all the teams.
Wow. Just gets spotted out, instantly taken down.
Ooh.
Goes down himself as well. Temi with a return.
And he's able to find the double. What a hell of a way to finish off the game.
We couldn't even catch that. It was so fast.
Very impressive. I mean, the initial trade was good. He gets one. Timmy's there to get the return kill on towards his opponent when Nuki gone down. But then he just immediately transfers over because the other guy had just finished taking out Sane, so he didn't have any ammo remaining. I think it was Lipson. Lipson had just finished shooting Sane, and he immediately shot over towards Nuki, so he had to reload before being able to, like, essentially shoot at the third player.
Yeah.
Didn't have the ammo for it, and, well, Timmy got him off. So great finish off to the game. Interesting that, for the most part, I mean, teams were fighting out in the open. We didn't see a whole lot of compound fights until that end with the compound and, on the northern side, and then down south.
One man sat in the chair, and
exactly.
then I think it was the Razor Edge duo in the buildings further south. Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty cool game to see. I think we've seen a lot of 1v2s here. I'm pretty sure, obviously with Mert here at the start.
There's some good plays.
Yes.
Also, it was fun to see how the damage was across the entire game. Like, there was never really that one chaos pile where everyone started dying. Those are pretty smooth sailing in terms of when did people die throughout the game, and that's normally not what we see in Senna.
That's true, yeah. There's usually a nice spread, I think. Well, I mean, especially in this game, there's a nice spread.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, sometimes it's towards the mid to late game, everyone's kind of just pacing themselves and quite spread out. So
those sprays, they are not easy to deal with. They're just not. I mean, I think especially in a tournament like this where players are as good as they are, sometimes you cannot even be mad.
No.
I mean, if you get killed, this is one of those. You know what?
Yeah, just
he killed me. I mean, you can be upset that you ended up in the position that allowed for him to kill you, but when you have these situations where they fire 4 bullets, headshot 2 of them, body shot, whatever, it's just. He raked you.
Yeah, it's just pure game time and experience in it. In that case, it's literally just mechanical advantage, and you can't do much about it. It is what it is.
But
he's just good.
They are. I mean, they honestly are all pretty damn good. And we just saw a bit of it here. We got 5 more games to go, though. So, guys, stick around. Sanok all day for you to watch. We'll see you guys real soon.